Let's end this nonsense.
Alright.
What are we talking about today?
Everything ever. Depends on what people ask us.
Okay.
And
Q&As are good.
well, let's switch. Hey, we have 4 viewers. How disconcerting. It says live. Let's go again. Again. Good play. I don't want to play the AI right now.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, I could play the AI. We can swap back
That's
and
just
forth.
awful, though.
We could show off our AI and be like, look, there's a thing.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
Go back. Hi, people.
Hello, everyone.
Hopefully I don't sound too quiet. So right now I'm messaging people, asking people if they can hear us. Because I can't hear us.
It's always, yeah, we should always make sure people can hear us. That's good.
Shoot. Oh, maybe I should play a thing or two, I don't know.
You played 2 things.
So I can turn up my headphones for it. Oh no, we do not want you. Will you grab Jessie and ask her for sound help?
Yeah.
Trying. We were told we were quiet.
Oh, quiet.
Yes.
Okay.
How do we sound louder? Let's see.
This wasn't an issue before.
Nope.
Boost.
Be a little careful with some of those.
Yeah. No idea. That's a boost of 5.
Yeah, that's gonna be much louder.
Can you hear us now with our boost? You know, one thing I like about stealth units is that their friends can shoot over them, because they can't see them either.
It's a pretty relevant ability.
No, I really want to put that one down. Yay, sound is much better. Heart. Alright, well. We're not actually starting yet. We aren't starting for another 4 minutes. So
Yeah.
clearly we're just playing. I'll put that one down there. Bear! I don't want that cake to rotate. I love flying cake, but I don't like rotating flying cake.
Well, you know, that's an easy fix. That's an easy one.
Last rotation. Now I want everything to die so that I can play this unit. Try Right. Heart. I like that Twitch has purple hearts. Those are cool. Oh no, that was not good.
It happens.
throwing down stealth.
It is. It is. It is the sort of consequence of playing like real time. Is that you're gonna get some of those.
I have so many crystals that I can't spend because we're in the late game. Alright. Well, since we're now streaming, I'm going to post my things. That tell people that we are streaming. Tweet. Oh, and then I'm going to play a dragon and obliterate your last crystal, because that just seems like the smart thing to do.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to retweet, come watch this play. Oh, social media. So good. Can I social media and play video games? I think I can. It's gonna get worse when people ask us questions. And
Right.
did I looked away from social media, now I don't know if I shared it. Yes, I did. Oh, good.
It happens.
Alright. Hi, people.
Hello, everyone.
We have 4 viewers.
That's all we need.
Yes. Wow, that and hearts.
I think 4 is like the minimum to sort of not be completely sad.
Well, I mean, we don't officially start for another 2 minutes. So.
Now I'm wasting all my good jokes.
Yep, all of them. I'm just sitting here with all my crystals. I suppose I'll kill those guys.
Or like some.
I meant so I was capped out at 99.
Oh, those crystals.
Yes,
Yeah.
That's actually a problem that we have crystals and crystals. It's a little bit problematic sometimes. Oh man.
So this is a weird one because that last crystal's dead.
Nope. Red is the arbiter. So if you fall out of sync, that's your problem.
I think so. You're right.
So we are playing Spirit Siege Card Fantasy, currently live on Kickstarter. I think we're 38% of the way to being funded, and we're on, I think, day 11 or 12 of our Kickstarter now. So we are doing relatively well there. And adore our backers. Spirit Siege is kind of like a collectible card game. It's a real-time strategy game. So Josh and I are playing a match. Again.
We're gonna keep playing matches and
talking about
for a while now.
Waiting for opponent. So.
All right, let's just sort of go over the basics here.
So I am red player as per my menu and my icons, and these are my crystals, and that unit that I just placed down is a stealth rogue who will be hidden until they are revealed by having
about to do.
Which isn't good for me because bears are quite stealthy or fierce. They will destroy most things pretty quickly. I'll throw a guard down, and he might win because your bear is injured. I'm hoping at least. No, that was not good for my poor. But hey, your bear is much more injured than your bear was a moment ago. So
that's a small victory, incremental advantages.
Yeah. Now I'm going to throw down a youthful knight because he blasts in 4 directions at first, which means that he will do damage to your bear and to the crystal. And should be able to take down that bear.
I gotta get rid of this rogue. Just
and I'm
lurking
throwing
up here.
Down a harpy. Harpies can shoot over friends and all terrain. They can be placed anywhere, which is why he's up on those rocks there. You revealed me, but you are right next to a crystal.
Sometimes this the
price you have to pay, huh?
Yeah. There's consequences.
That bear took out my youthful knight. That should no. Bears.
Remember, Ben did
Overpowered.
tweak the bears.
Overpowered bears. Down with bear army. And I am throwing a bubbler in the top left there. They are a defensive unit who will throw shields onto things and make it so that the crystals don't take quite as much damage from those guys. And then I'm going to stack a stealth unit in front of my knight. Normally, the knight can't shoot over other people, but since she is stealth, it's allowed. Because he doesn't realize he's shooting over her. Bop. And then I've got a bear that I will throw down. Oh, Princess healing that crystal. I should take her out.
For days. For days.
Or I could just put down my own princess. Not quite the best position for her, still pretty good. Because she's going to bring a guard along and heal that one. And I am going to throw an archer in the bottom there because archers can shoot over everyone. Which is very important.
I really want to be there. I just put down a siren. So
Siren's no good.
she stuns every few attacks.
No good. Alright. Let's see who do I want to throw down next. Less than ideal, but I will throw down a bear, and then I will throw down
Oh no.
an archer, who's a bit heavier of a hitter. And she's going to take down the youthful knight, I think. And then I'm going to throw down... Well, I don't need to throw him down anymore, but hey. Throwing down another archer to try and take care of that youthful knight.
This is a pretty intense one. Pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, I don't know how to... Bit of a gridlock that I need to break here. Oh man, I was gonna place there. I was gonna throw down my princess next to my crystal to try and heal it back up.
Well, that would just been a great strategy, wouldn't it?
Instead, I'm throwing down my knight, who is... Oh, sad. Crystal died. Oh, so sad. Oh well. Alright, I'm
Such
gonna
is
block
life.
your damage to my crystal by revealing you.
Yeah, throw down a knight next there.
And I'm gonna put a princess down next to my knight to try and heal him with some cake. For the ever-healing cake is very important. Let's see. Oh man. I'm torn between waiting to get a dragon and throwing out another knight.
Well,
I mean,
you know that's just a strategy right there. It's just a choice. You know.
Really,
shows
man?
how
Is that what you're gonna give me?
it shows how deep things can get here, even though still early on in the game, development that is. This game's almost over.
so this is our pre-alpha of Spirit Siege. So we mostly have the core mechanics locked down and a lot of content to make still. Da-da.
And try to just completely nullify your dragon there.
Oh,
just,
poor dragon,
just
poor
gonna
dragon.
stun lock him.
Oh, too many sirens. That's how you take down a dragon. Too many sirens. That's a good place for Siren, actually, because she is best taken out by multiple units, and when she's protected behind, it's much easier.
It's almost like every day I'm just getting better. I'm just gonna have to watch out. Alright. That princess is just gonna keep healing that crystal
Yes, forever!
forever.
That's the plan. Forever healing. Oh no. Alright. Let's try and throw another. Oh no, your dragon took down my princess. I've kind of lost this
Well,
one,
you know,
but I want to keep scraping by a little bit longer. Down to 1 crystal against 2. No good. Alright.
Just entrenched there. There we go. 1 to 1.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's not really fair. Rissa's doing most of the talking anyway. I can just focus and completely think about my next move. Or she's got to keep answering questions from people.
That's the plan, at least.
That is the plan.
Do the siren special effects affect towers as well? Yes, they do. The siren you can place against one of these guys, the crystals, and they will stun lock them as well, which is only good if you have like a bunch of units that you're throwing down against a crystal. Better for, I think, smaller maps, because a lot of the smaller ones you just have to be up against crystals, and most of the time you really want to avoid that. I don't know how I ever feel about switching from the end of a game to the start of a game.
Well, have that, like, it's a little bit of a different mindset. You know, we're working on it still.
Well, I have the I want more crystals so much faster.
Yeah,
because you come off of the end of a game and you're like, go faster, go faster. All right. I don't know if guards can take down rangers or not. I'm gonna find out. Do friendly units take damage from the dragon breath splash? No, they do not. Currently, there is no friendly fire.
Uh-oh. Getting revealed over here.
Yep, very important. So guards can take out ranged units. It's good to know.
I'm tired of some of this nonsense up there.
Best kind of nonsense you can get. Oh man, that bear really took down that crystal very quickly.
Well, if you had seen, I put the that guy over there.
I did see that. I just wasn't prioritizing killing that one. I'm getting a little bit more entrenched here to try and deal with some
I'm getting
nonsense.
a little worried. I was a little aggressive at the start. Now I'm got a handful of more expensive things, but we'll get there. I'm confident in my ability. Put down a knight there. Hopefully, do something.
Not a knight.
It'll do something there.
That's not... Alright, let's throw down something else. To try and at least split your knight's attack somewhat. Oh, and let's throw down one of those as well.
Just because, right?
Yeah. Siren, go!
So I'm gonna block, but I need to get rid of this princess.
Go. Youthful knight, go. Destroy him, youthful knight.
Oh. Clicked the wrong one. Consequences.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the bears.
Bears are pretty awesome. Too awesome, one might even say.
Well, bears are indeed good. It's less than ideal, but...
And you know what's back? Princess is back!
Yeah? Wow. All that... What a waste of resources for me.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I gotta get it together a little bit here. Just playing sloppy. You put me on tilt, Arissa.
No, I don't. Health-wise, I'm still not doing that great. because I've been playing a bit too defensively, I think.
Well, I jumped out and got a crystal on you right away.
Ah, dragon. Dragon. That's terrible.
Just to make sure you can't put a princess there again.
You're throwing on the other side.
But then you'd be next to my crystal.
It's true, she'll die really quickly, but my impulse control just wasn't on top of that one. Will you be able to run out of cards in the alpha? I don't think so. I don't know that we've solved for that one yet.
Still talking about somewhat exactly what happens when you run out of cards in your deck. But,
like right now, I think it's just a reshuffle.
Yeah, they just go, when things die, I'm pretty sure they just go back into the bottom, and
that's how that goes.
Yeah. You know, say what you will about that.
And what will you say about that?
I think it's alpha.
Alright, let's throw some more things down. Crystal gain is starting to speed up to the point where I can... Oh shoot! Bear! Bear! Don't kill my princess! Oh. So bad. The dragon is terrible. I'm gonna split his attack at least a little with another bear.
The best thing to beat a bear, though, is with another bear.
Oh, sad.
2-1.
You want to narrate the entire time?
No, I don't. I just have to give you a hard time, you know that.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not allowed.
Not allowed.
Nope. Again. You again.
Well, I'm waiting for an opponent.
Alright, so this is a tighter map, and this one is interesting because a lot of new players, when they first see this map, are like, oh man, I'm red, so I should go right in between the two blue crystals, take both of them at once. Which isn't ideal because of the size of the map. One thing I meant to do but forgot to do. So, the first character I placed down, she should have gone over here where he is, because he can shoot over friends. She can't shoot over Forest, is the problem she runs into right there. Which makes it a bit problematic.
Oof. Got a lot of casting in my hand. High casting costs.
Yep. I'm just gonna reveal her and have the guard and the harpy take her out.
Oof. Ouch.
You've got that's 2 on 1.
Come on, I know. I was hoping for maybe a little bit.
2 on 1.
2 on 1.
Just not ideal.
I think we'll be okay here, though.
Alright. So I'm going to make the choice to make a bad decision right now. Because he bursts in all 4 directions, so he is going to hit her, and so he took her out, and he did a chunk of damage to those guys. And it was sort of throwing him away, but hey, at least he got to do some good damage there. This also being a tighter map means that you are going to get situations where you're
gonna have to throw stuff away.
Yeah. It just happens. Yep. And I've got some more expensive things, 2 dragons in my hand, that I'm not going to be able to use that quickly. But what I'm waiting to do right now is I'm going to place a princess right in between these 2 crystals, because this is one of my favorite uses of... Oh man, that is not how... that.
Quick on the draw.
No, just terrible. Alright, I'm going to throw down another guy to see if he can try and take that one out. And then I'm throwing down another defensive unit to try and... No, princess died. And I'm like, do I throw a unit away to... I guess I do. To reveal this robe. I didn't necessarily need to, but I don't like having unrevealed guys sitting around. Alright, I'm gonna throw down a Youthful Knight here, even though he'll get killed pretty quickly. He'll at least do some damage. I'm gonna throw down a guard down here.
Oh no.
Alright, took out one of your
That crystal had a little more life in him.
Oh man. I'm going to... Oh no. Should have waited for one more. So I'm stun locking that knight there, which is good, because knights are terrifying and terrible.
But now he's being healed.
Yeah, that's
a little
fine.
bit.
Alright, and then I'm throwing down another princess to heal my 2 crystals. And right now I've got 2 dragons that I'm sort of saving up for. I'm not sure where I should put him best. There's a lot of stuff happening in this lower corner right now. Alright, I'm going to throw this guard down here, up there, just to block that guy at least a little bit. Oh, and actually, you know what else I'm going to do to your bear?
No.
Is I'm throwing a dragon down here, so the dragon will be hitting these 3, and also throwing some up to there.
Oh, goodness.
Splitting the attack might be a little rough, but I'm okay with that one. 2, 2, 2. I do not like how many people you have up against my crystal. I'm gonna throw some more units around that. Yep. Alright, and then I'm gonna throw down a knight on this crystal as well. Ugh, my poor crystal. It's taking some damage there. I can only heal it with cake so quickly. Oh, dragon. So terrible.
Oh no.
Alright.
Okay, it's looking a little grim, but I think I can pull this out.
Well, you've got a dragon bopping my crystals right now, so that sort of does, you know.
It's good.
Alright, this isn't ideal, but whatever.
Well, I'm taking advantage of the fact that he can fly. Place him in the swamp.
Alright, is that Elijah Wood with you? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, clearly.
I've got
yes.
that. I get that a lot.
Really? You do?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
Hi, my name's Arissa. This is Josh,
I'm
who we are
Josh.
now calling Elijah.
Every place I go.
See, I would have never picked up on that one if
Really?
you hadn't outed yourself.
Really?
there.
I get it a lot. It's a bit surprising, but I don't know.
So I threw down that guy up there specifically to split your attack.
Just buying some time.
That's... And then I'm going to throw a princess up there to heal my knight. A little bit at least. Alright, I'm gonna... You are doing too much damage to my guys, so I'm gonna... Oh! I blame the talking, because...
I blame the talking too, but, you know, I'm not above that.
Alright. So I am red on... This map has a bit of a triangle split there. I have 1 sheep guard, so I guess I'm going to immediately throw someone down to try and start dealing some damage.
Still looking for the...
And then I'm going to
just
throw
tired of
down
that.
this lovely archer up here who can shoot over her friend up to there and has a good clean shot. Oh no. Please don't kill my adorable little guard. Guard versus guard! Go! I think my guard's gonna win because your guard is splitting his attack between 2 things.
Yeah, he is gonna win.
Unless you throw down someone else against my guard.
I just don't care enough.
Well, I mean, if you're deeply emotionally attached to winning over live stream then.
This is why it's 3-1 in matches right now. She cares too much about each of these characters. She's too close.
Too emotionally attached, clearly.
Too close.
Okay. Throw down a defensive unit there. The funny thing is, you're not blocking your crystal because
I
I
know.
can't see you. Like,
It's a double-edged sword, stealth. You know,
Yep.
no one can see them, but they kind of get free reign there for a little bit.
till I reveal you, and then
Oh,
my
the
bear
ball, the bear.
murders you. And now I've got like this range of just really expensive things I can't use.
We're solving that problem this week, though, Arissa. Don't worry.
Well, I mean, it's the deck. What can you do?
Like I said, we're going to solve that problem really soon.
I don't know that I view it as a problem so much as just intrinsic to...
Well, pretty much, pretty soon, you'll be able to lose before you even start because the deck. You can build a deck, you know?
Alright.
Oof, I am just getting beat on up here.
So I don't know if that was a good place for your Siren, just because you've got... the Siren is very much a duelist, and much
Yeah.
better 1v1 than against 2. Like, yeah. I'm going to see if my fresh Siren there can take out yours. So, I am surprised my guard is still alive, but I'm also a little annoyed because I can't put anyone else in that position. Like, it's good, except it's bad. And I'm gonna...
Positioning, that's what this game is all about.
Hey! Hey person that said hey. Hey! Exclamation mark.
Hello.
Try and take down crystals. My princess down here.
Try to do a little AoE damage down here.
Well, you know what?
Countered.
Countered with my youthful knight, who can then out-youthful you. Yeah.
He's just younger now.
Fresher.
Oh man, I am just
What'd you throw down?
knight. So be careful.
Yeah. Oh no. Don't take my knight out. Then I'm gonna throw down another knight, and I put a
Ugh.
Siren right next to that crystal.
Overwhelming.
So that she can stun that crystal and hopefully stun lock it some. Is this your first time playing on this map?
It may be.
We're gonna go with that one.
Yeah. We'll
It's
do that.
interesting how the different maps can impact the play a lot, and we've noticed that depending on how how we structure the maps depends on the length of matches. Most of our matches are about 5 minutes, but there are maps where it can take a lot longer or they can be a lot quicker. Just mostly depending on kind of how open they are. Take down last crystal. No. Oh, I shouldn't do that. I should not put my Siren right there because that would just be mean to my Siren. But I can put her there. Oh no, that's also bad. Oh
It's
well.
okay.
I'm splitting your knight's attack.
Everyone, we all do things we regret, but that's okay.
So I am playing a build on the computer, and Josh has actually my phone that he's using right now. We currently have it for Android. This is our pre-alpha. We're live on Kickstarter, and we'll be releasing Android and iOS. We want to go PC someday, but we'll need, different UI, bigger maps, things like that, and we're planning on shipping the smallest thing we can to get this game out there.
That knight is right where I just want to put everything, you know?
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna hope that my dragon takes some things out. Oof. Go, dragon, go. Well, you know what? Discovered that rogue, and I will play another rogue. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna... I guess throw... Not ideal. Oh, not ideal because you've got those 2 rogues. Oh well.
Indeed. It's okay.
Yeah, that took them out way too quickly. Okay, let's try this
Ooh,
one.
man.
Let's see if my fresh dragon is good against your tired dragon.
Yeah, I think it will be.
And hopefully I can take out that crystal too. Oof. I think we're pretty much racing at this point.
This is a base race.
Go, 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 go.
You're
thing I
quite a
love
bit ahead of me, though.
About the dragon is the fact that it shoots 2 rows, so even though you threw someone down in front, doesn't matter, still hitting the crystal.
Holding on by a thread here. Don't think it's gonna work.
Victory! Yes. Notice that match, how people were less asking things, you know, much
Yeah,
easier.
yeah, no, when Marissa can pay attention.
Which
like
is
she
very
knows- like she knows
rare,
what she's
so
doing.
actually... But, you know. Alright, I am blue. I've got these 3 bases here. I'm going to throw down this guy here. Although, not ideal because the ranger can't shoot through forest, so they're only hitting that 1. But that's most of this...
I just thought that move was so brilliant, I wanted to mirror it down there.
Well, there are a lot of our maps where you have that kind of corner position where you can hit 2, and that's really nice, but when you have a forest right in front, it doesn't do quite what you want it to. But that inside corner is much better because you're shooting over water, and the water you can't place units on except for flying ones like the harpy, but you can shoot over them. That's usually like the first 2 moves made on this map, I swear. Alright, let's see if I can take out your youthful knight, dueling 1-on-1 with my siren. Let's maybe stun lock you a little. Two. So even though these are kind of cheaper units, when you have enough of them, you can do more damage. Yeah. And then so flying unit Harpy here, he can be placed on anything, and so I put him on top of these mountains here so that he can do some damage there. I don't like that one, but that's fine. Oops. So if you right-click on these guys, or actually tap and hold on the Android devices, then it comes up with what they do, which is useful when you're first learning how to use units. Put another bear there.
Uh-oh.
I feel like that crystal died when I was not looking, like probably while I was talking. Just sort of suddenly was not there.
It just wasn't okay anymore. Bears don't mess around. Hello.
Hey, what are some of the ideas of other units?
So
many.
We've been working on some that are sort of right now there's only 2 units that buff other units. The bubble girl right there.
Yep.
And the princess who heals stuff. One's just in the immediate future are going to sort of add debuffs to other things that you take more damage after he hits you. Maybe just a healer that doesn't bring in a bunch of units and is just overpowered or something like that. I don't know.
I will release the dragon as soon as I have the crystals. So right now, one of the units that we're working on actually for a Kickstarter update is the jackalope. And the thing we like about the jackalope is they're bunny creatures, and they reproduce. And so the plan for that unit is for its special ability to be creating more jackalopes throughout the terrain. I really want to have a bear that is a healer that heals using picnic baskets. We're definitely going to have some kind of baker that heals people, maybe using cake. So for us, mechanically, food is healing. Oh, man. So many things. Other kinds of things. Talked about the illusionist, and the illusionist kind of continues the stealth theme, but stealths a bit differently. which was to have a character that is hidden, and then when they're revealed, they will disappear and reappear like within their immediate range, and there will be continue sort of this pattern of appearing and disappearing and being more of a distracting unit, I would say, than one that does lots of offensive or defensive damage. Right, dragons. I'm saving it for dragons. Stop spending things so I can release a dragon. More dragons, obviously. We do not have sufficient dragons.
More dragons, more better.
Yes, I don't think you can ever have enough dragons. Man. We've talked about having things like an assassin or an executioner, or how did that even happen? Talking again, whatever.
Talking.
But having
Just
units that can take out another unit really quickly and are mostly good for that kind of one shot, one kill. Because having
a sniper style thing where he just, does a high amount of damage on his first attack, then a lot lower damage later on. I
like healing crystals with cake. I imagine her grafting cake onto them lovingly. I actually have an Excel document that has we wanted to throw out 100 ideas, and some of those are being turned into actual units, but I want to have more merfolk, definitely. Looking forward to the first merman. We're talking about having a warmonger mermaid who has a battle conch that he brings into battle. You definitely want more harpies. So this harpy is a desert harpy, and they're more traditional and kind of scrappier looking. We want to have snowy owl harpies that are like giant owls, kind of bigger, puffier. Within the lore, we were talking about making them a bit more magical. We like playing with our winged creatures. Having different kinds of terrain definitely makes things interesting, and we want to have, within our single-player campaign, have sort of desert terrain, and definitely be neat having there where it sort of gets harder to place certain kinds of units because of how exhausting the desert is. What about skeletons?
Seems like every day.
Every day. Maybe even the same person every day. That's my suspicion, at least. I should place this unit somewhere. So yes, skeletons. We've talked about skeletons. We've talked about zombies. Because it'd definitely be interesting having a character that can infect other characters. If we do skeletons, I definitely want to do a skeleton, horse rider kind of. Skeleton horses are awesome.
Sure.
But they'll still be cute. It's very important to us that everything be cute, even if it's also horrifying.
And I'm a fan of, the undead as well. Vampires, witches, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Need more crystals. And we do want to go the route of having item cards or kind of spell cards at some point that are much more single action, either buffs or attacking.
Uh-oh. Oh, scared me. I thought that was a princess. Just perfect.
That would be perfect, but no, that was not perfect. Sorry to disappoint. I have not been paying enough attention to my crystals. Oh well. Oh no, my poor princess has little birdies around her head because she is stunned. Down goes the princess. Poor princess. Okay. I am going to throw down another bear, I think. And I'm going to throw down someone here to just block this flow of... so these guys both having bows means they can shoot over each other, which is great for them and not so great for me, because as you can see, they just sort of ground through my characters there. I am impressed that my siren is stun locking that guy as much as what's happening. So instead, oh man, this is actually an awesome place for that unit, assuming you don't have a harpy.
I don't.
No. Alright, I'm just gonna clear these guys out, because I actually do need to defend that crystal. Oh wait, hey. Oh well, Knight can still kill that guy there.
Come on, little guy.
Die, die, die!
Get up there. Need your help. Oh no.
Alright. take down that knight. Oh no!
Oh no!
So many knights! Oh no! Those knights are going to murder my people. Alright, I'm gonna throw down a youthful knight who will shoot in all 4 directions. Earlier today I was actually talking to Charlie about he wanted to have a monk who would make everyone shoot in all 4 directions for a period of time to have that kind of like burst energy, and we were talking about more support units in general.
Yeah, I'd say that's mostly where things are going. We have a decent base of just basic guys.
Yeah. So many dragons. I want to play all of them. Alright, let's go play dragons. Yay, dragons. And then I'm going to throw someone down there. Oh. Another dragon. Bear, take out dragon. Oh no. Who'd you put down?
Just a little, you know, a knight.
It's terrible. It's terrible. What about a dwarf army with blow darts?
Now, see, I'm a huge fan of the dwarven people.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a hobbit, as we've already sort of established. So, you know, kindred spirits and all that.
We definitely do want to have dwarves. We have no elves or orcs, and we don't have any plans for elves or orcs. Those aren't quite of interest to us. Yes.
Oh my goodness, just
Murder, dragon, murder!
dragons
Go
all
do
over
murder.
the place. The only place I could put that rogue was right next to the dragon and more rogues, so I don't know if that's really great.
Yeah, you know. Oh no, you're doing damage to my crystal down there. I should be paying attention to that.
Oof, they're melting under dragon fire.
But yeah, we've talked about dwarves. Talked about dwarves that can that work best in groups of other dwarves, and we like having kind of that
Kobolds.
synergy. Die, crystal, just die.
Wow.
Yay! Victory. Alright. Again. This is the young prodigy. He's currently not in the game, but he is an adorable little dragon. Again. He's kind of more of a heroic unit. I am red. I'm gonna place down a princess right here. Step 1, place a princess. Always step 1.
That's always a good first step.
Yep. When in doubt, place a princess.
Yeah, I like to go on the offensive right away.
Yeah, I'm so violent.
Oops. Okay, just didn't go where I wanted him to.
As soon as I have the money, I'm going to start shooting your guard there. Does the Dragon Breath do damage to the unit it hits and 3 behind it, that unit, or does it splash around the initial target? So Dragon's Fire will, like, if this crystal were to be hit, then it would hit these 3 behind it. So it's triangle shaped, and like whoever it hits the 3 right behind it. So. Oh no.
Oh no. Didn't see he was under forest. They won't shoot through forests.
Mm-hmm. Yay, forest. What's behind the curtain? Behind the curtain is outside.
You'd never ask what's behind the curtain.
Well, yeah. That's my
Pay no
backyard.
attention.
We are working out of my garage, which is right over there, but currently we're sitting in the dining room table because better lighting. Sure, let's go with that. Alright, I am going to... Oh no! Poor Siren. Let's throw down this guy here because he can shoot over everything. And I'm getting a message on something. Yep. Okay, nothing important.
Nothing as important as this. for
No,
sure.
well. Okay.
Alright, ooh, look at this. Look at this expert play. Putting a bear which can go in the forest to reveal 2 rogues. Oh my goodness.
Alright. He might die, but he'll die doing damage. So, Youthful Knight bursting in all 4 directions.
Now here's who I want to be here. These guys will shoot over everything.
Any plans to have more environments? Yes, definitely. We definitely plan to have... so we want to have different terrain, both because it's interesting in gameplay and also because it makes the game more visually interesting. We want to have things like mountaintop, snowy environments, desert.
Gotta have a lava world.
Lava's good. I definitely want to do an expansion on like the merfolk. Which would be
Sure.
more
The whole
coral reef
underwater, a whole underwater theme.
Yeah.
Why not?
Oh,
Oh,
those
you can
guys.
also have underwater themed. It's just really cute little Cthulhu's.
it's true.
Everyone loves Cthulhu.
I also love the like giant sea turtles and things like that. You know,
Great stuff. The underwater.
there are so many horrifying myths and legends of underwater,
Because we know so little about it.
and we frequently find new and exciting things underwater that are kind of
Terrifying
disturbing.
creatures.
Yep. I feel like I've lost this match, but I'm
Yeah,
kinda
you lost it a
confused.
while ago, but we're just talking. We're having a good time.
I was just confused as to how our health on the bottom is about equal, but I guess it's because I've done some damage to all 3 of
Yeah,
theirs,
right. You've done sort of an equal amount of damage,
Yeah.
but
but not enough to actually take anything out. But you know what we're gonna do? We're going to put a knight in front of the dragon because knights make everything better. I'm like trying to choose between a variety of terrible choices, and they're all pretty bad. Oh well.
we're just having fun. I mean, we got to show people how the game works before they'll want to invest in it.
Yeah. Come, play our game. It's lots of fun.
I promise.
Even if you lose, it'll be over quickly. Well, you know.
That's a tagline almost.
Yeah. Well, and actually, I have seen good returns from people playing it that, make it through.
I think there's something like trusting in the heart of the cards.
Yes.
Something
Always.
like that.
Always important.
Oh, that bear is just ruining my day.
Yes. Bears do that. They're good at ruining days. Hi, Charlie. How are you?
Charlie,
Do you want to come narrate? You should come narrate.
Sure, I can narrate or answer questions.
why wasn't
We
Charlie?
didn't
Why
answer
wasn't
it.
Charlie play the next round? Why get a little more water?
All right,
Okay.
go for it. Have a seat. So you're required to narrate the entire time if we're going to play against me,
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
TV and all that.
Alright, so I'm gonna play. I don't know what. I think I'm gonna play a siren in the corner. That's a good spot for her. Because she's good 1v1, and she's good at taking out like a line of guys. That's annoying.
So I put a guard down immediately just to try and split her attack so that my guy stands at least some kind of a chance. Ooh,
I
though.
have 2 guards. That was like my whole hand.
All cheap things. That's kind of nice when that happens.
Yeah.
Although the nice thing about, for me, you having stacked that guard there is then she can not have to be attacked by Siren.
It's true. Now my hand's really expensive, so I'm just gonna.
Wait a moment.
Yeah.
Oh. Sirens. They're the worst.
That was a bit risky. Putting that bear there because I didn't know what it was gonna be, what she was gonna be playing, but worked out.
Bears destroy most things.
Yeah. It's the Fez.
Mm.
That's what does it.
I think I've decided that the current bear is just overpowered.
Oh.
He has too much bear power.
Oh wow, your hand is
Very expensive.
yeah.
But, that happens.
I'm
Poorly
using-
balanced deck.
Yeah.
Should have built it better. My fault entirely. So one of the questions we had... Oh, so there's... what's the strongest unit in the game? I would say the dragon.
Yeah, the dragon's the strongest. I mean, strongest in the sense of, like, if all the costs were equal.
Yeah. Like, dragon, you usually need at least a couple things to take out a dragon.
Yeah.
We were asked earlier, what are some of the ideas of other units?
Oh, yeah, we're working on one right now.
I told them about the jackalope.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Yeah, we just had a whole meeting about it.
Did you guys change up the design at all, or what's the
current...
current...
we simplified it down.
Yeah.
We decided we didn't want to do, like, anthropomorphic rabbits, because Hex TCG kind of has that covered. I mean, you know.
Is that a reason to stay away from it?
Well, yeah, that, and it really was kind of just meant as a one-off kind of monster sort of unit.
Yeah.
So it's just a non-anthropomorphized jackalope, and the mechanic's a lot simpler too. Like, all it does is reproduce. So
I think that's what I told them it does, because that was my assumption of.
Okay.
That's what we'd originally mentioned. Was it just creating more jackalopes?
Yeah, we had like a more complicated mechanic where it would like throw healing carrots, and if the carrot happened to hit another jackalope, then they'd start reproducing.
A little bit complex.
Yeah, and it also makes it kind of an Easter egg thing, but we'd rather like see if the mechanic is fun before we start having it be an Easter egg.
Does it do damage or just reproduce?
All it does is reproduce and get in the way. That's like the entire point of the character. And so the art direction's changing a little bit, so it looks like really scared.
I hope it doesn't look too scared. I don't want like terrifying rabbits, you know, like Spirit Siege, come punch rabbits.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure I can get behind that slogan, so we might want to watch that one. So what other kinds of units? We were asked about skeletons and dwarves.
Oh yeah. Skeletons are... There might be more zombie-like skeletons. I don't know. There's a whole thing with China. China doesn't like skeletons in their games. It's really...
Get away from them.
That's the only reason. I think skeletons are awesome.
That was actually a really bad place to play that one. I should have noticed that I was red.
Oh. I'll just do that. That's my favorite spot to put a harpy, by the way.
Yes, I just put a harpy in that same mirrored spot over here.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with Charlie placing harpies there. It's just too good.
Yeah.
So what do you think we should add for harpies, and what should our next units of those be?
Well, so we're talking about a harpy scout unit who's kind of a support, and instead of doing damage, the harpy scout sends out like a little target that like debuffs enemies and makes it so the next person other than the harpy scout who hits them deals bonus damage. We're talking about adding all kinds of support units to the game.
What kind of support units do you think are the most interesting, or what do you want a support unit to be able to do?
That's a good question. It's a little bit like we haven't totally explored the space. The princess is the closest thing we have, and
We have the princess and the bubbler are two support.
yeah,
units.
the bubbler does. Yeah, the bubbler does support too. The bubbler is a lot of fun. I think
Yeah.
that's part of the reason I want to do more of it. I guess it makes it feel more like you're building something.
Yeah.
A little bit. And less like you're just like, I'm trying to race you down and
Throw down all the powerful units ever.
If supports are powerful enough, then it gives you a reason to play them over just attacking.
Yeah.
You and I talked about building units at one point.
Oh yeah, buildings. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the idea. Right now we have the crystals, which are the only kind of non-living things that are units right now, and they only affect the tiles right next to them. So we're thinking that could be just like how buildings or like non-living things work in general.
Are you guys planning a backer get together during the Kickstarter?
Well, that could be fun.
I feel like that's a leading question there, sir.
Yeah. we had a launch party,
Yep.
but it was kind of, I don't know, it wasn't super big.
Yeah. The get together would definitely be good, especially like I want to get out to Card Kingdom and AFK Tavern sometime this week to try and
Cafe Mox.
Yeah.
get some more people playing our game. So what kind of buildings would you have?
Well, there's like even a really simple one that's just like a wall that just absorbs hits could be interesting in this game, because that's
Yeah.
kind of the nature of this game, is that the positioning matters so much that you don't even need special abilities to be cool. I mean, that would obviously be like a common,
Yep.
But we could have, I don't know, we could have buildings that heal adjacent units. We could have buildings that buff adjacent units or debuff adjacent enemy units. We could have buildings that just deal damage adjacently.
Shrine AoE buff to damage or defense.
Yeah. Basically. that whole kind of thing.
I've lost
Is
this
that
one.
Oh, that okay.
I forget if it was with you or Ben, Charlie,
Yeah.
that having a unit that potentially made terrain
Oh yeah, yeah. We're
on the
talking
map,
about
you know, like a giant who would raise mountains next to him,
Yeah.
or something like that.
like a druid that makes forests all
Yeah.
around.
It should be a
Yeah.
bear druid.
It could be a bear druid.
I think bear druids are best. Again.
That's just my map.
Yep. You want to play on screen and I
one day
can.
you'll get the
Oh,
stat
sure.
breakdown in there.
You can do
You
that.
can use
it'll
the
just
mouse.
show
Oh, I can use the
Charlie
mouse.
100% on that one map.
Oh no! Oh no! What did I do? I missed. Okay.
Well,
Your sensitivity is very high.
well, yes. It's important that one be sensitive. In all things, Charlie. Especially my mouse.
Two dragons is rough. Oh, and a knight. Knights are at least cheaper now. I like that change that Ben made.
Yeah, I find I use them more.
Yeah. Probably the most complicated unit that we're working on now is the illusionist, which we're not sure if that's this mechanic is like might be too complicated for the game. Is like
I started trying to explain it, but I don't know that I did a good job. So
Yeah.
how would you explain it?
it's like a stealth unit, but instead of getting revealed, he disappears and spawns up to 3 copies of himself next to himself, but only if those spaces allow him to remain stealthed. If there's none of those spaces, then he just gets revealed and all the other copies are destroyed, so you've found the real one. And then he promptly dies, probably because he'll have not so great stats.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like our first unit that sort of moves a little bit, because he's very slippery and he just gets away.
Yeah. We often get asked by people about movement-based units, and up
Yeah.
to this point, we've been like one of the things with this design is its simplicity and just being able to drag units out of your
Yeah.
hand really quickly, and like you can play it one-handed.
Yeah, the main verb is to just put things on the board, and a lot of that too is that we just love Go so much, and we want to make a game that's like Go. But it lets you kind of it keeps you at a certain high level where you're not micromanaging your units. You're always building your army. Whereas like in an RTS, you do spend a lot of effort kind of dealing with your units.
Yep.
And we aren't looking for quite that sort of intense of a micromanaging experience.
Intense micromanaging. Is that what you want?
Micromanaging is fun, but I don't think it's just not what we're going for.
I don't think it's as easy to pull off in mobile as well.
Yeah.
Like you're sort of just Seems like units don't have enough HP to make use of moving around. I would say that's true of most units, is they're not around the board long enough for it to be kind of worthwhile to relocate them.
It also would kind of one of the things we have now is there's like the state of the board changes throughout the game, and it's in a way that you can comprehend. And I feel like if we had moving units, it wouldn't work that way.
It would be hard to be constantly re-registering what's happening.
Yeah.
So
While also looking at your hand and also, dealing with your resources.
hopefully by watching us, you guys have picked up on the fact that we have no health bars in the individual units. Instead, we have these little plinths they're standing on that go down lower as you lose health.
Yeah.
And part of that was for the simplicity of the UI.
And people confuse simplicity for like shallowness.
Yeah.
which is a bit frustrating. I feel like now that I've read that thing, I have to be like, no, by simplicity we don't mean shallow. We just
Simplicity is not shallow. It's just
like Go is a very simple game, but it's like deeper than chess and.
The ideal is to be simply designed, like or have clean design.
Yeah.
All spaces are terrible spaces right now.
Yeah, that's how you win.
By making it painful for me to put anything down?
Yep. Yeah, the game is very much about controlling the board right now and snowballing. Which it doesn't have to be.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking into that.
How would you like it to feel instead?
I want the early game and the late game to both feel important.
Yeah.
So right now, comebacks kind of, it's not that they're not possible, it's just that they're rare and kind of difficult.
Yeah.
And like it definitely can happen. Like if you're winning and then you play a dragon in a really bad spot and your opponent plays their dragon in a really good spot,
Yep.
they can actually turn the game around. But it's not. I don't know. It's a balancing act.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's too far the other way, that's not good either. If the early game just doesn't matter and all that matters is where you put your dragon, then that's no fun either.
Yeah. Oh. Again. Mm-hmm. So what's your favorite part of working on this game?
I like making new stuff.
Yeah.
Where do
New
I
stuff?
go? Yes, always new stuff.
So you enjoying it more as we get to be able to add more units and other things? Or
Yeah, I really can't wait. I did enjoy polishing the game, and I'd never really enjoyed polish before, so that was a new experience for me.
Well, it was definitely cool for a while there. Like every time you needed to check in, it seemed like the game was just looking better and better, and we're still on that path.
Yeah, I mean, it was mostly your ideas too. So.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, like I kind of want to do like a thing where we show what the game looks like month to month since October.
Yep. Oh man. Yeah, I have some old screenshots that are just not recognizable. It's remember when we had the tiny houses when we were going with more of a Go area control based thing?
With the little plus signs.
Mm-hmm. Just had a very different feel.
Okay, so now I'm killing your siren here with this harpy. I really like this placement.
Mm-hmm.
The flying mechanic, like it's actually kind of tough to get it right or to really leverage it, but it feels really good when you do. I don't know.
Oops.
Is that a mistake? Oh,
That was just not good.
I'll do this.
I meant to be one over from there on my princess,
Oh.
and instead I put her right next to that crystal where which she can enjoy being ordered. Poor princess. Oh well. Youthful night.
So do you think Josh is getting better at the game?
Yes.
Okay.
I think most people get better at the game as they play it.
Mm-hmm.
For me, one thing that helped a lot was actually going to PAX and playing a lot of different people, because I saw like a lot of things that I wouldn't think to do with units.
Nice.
And it was sort of one of those when people who haven't been told what not to do or don't have expectations pick up your game and start playing with it, it sort of gives you a very different perspective and very different, like, oh man, I hadn't thought about that.
Nice. So you actually were learning... Wait, were you learning good things to do from them? Or bad
well,
things?
Well, like, there's the one map, like, Princess's Healing Crystals wasn't a thing I thought much about.
I see, but...
Because I always played the princess with the intent being getting the maximum number of guards around you.
Yeah.
Like, I usually played her to fill up the board.
Yeah. And really, you can play her next to anyone to heal them. She's...
Yep.
Done. Yeah, I really want to try out like a pure healing unit. I kind of can't wait to see that. We're gonna make like a baker.
Hey Josh, do you want to grab this for me?
Sure.
I can keep narrating or whatever, but if you could... Oh, then you two can play.
Move over.
All right, Charlie.
Ready?
I'm better than yesterday.
Okay. More than Friday.
Yesterday.
yesterday.
Hold
I
on.
don't even know. Oh, here.
We'll figure this out. No, just stand. It'll just be weird. It's cool.
It's a mobile game.
Right, you can play anywhere. That's the whole point.
Yep.
That's not good.
So I noticed that usually the units that people spend quickest out of their hand are like either the Rangers or the Harpies as like opening moves. Like sometimes the guards, but I mean it's you don't have a lot to spend, and having
Yeah.
something that can shoot over is always.
Yeah, you also feel like you can be clever right away.
Yep.
Whereas the other units, they're more reactive, I
Mhm.
think.
Sitting around and waiting for a bear when you start off is a bit much.
Yeah.
So what do you look forward to adding most?
I want to add some linear mechanics and deck building. So by linear mechanics, I mean mechanics that are better the more you have of it in a deck. So some sort of trivial examples for people who play like Magic the Gathering, whatever, is tribal things where it's like this is better the more bears you have.
Yep.
But there's other ones like Morph, where
So it might be like winged, more harpies, or more units that fly, or more people with bows. Or...
not just that, but units that have like a sort of positive feedback loop with units that are similar to them. So like one that said like it was a harpy that said like whenever you play a flying unit, it gets a bunch of HP or something. I like my favorite Magic cards are the ones that say whenever. That's my favorite word in Magic. Whenever X, Y.
Yeah.
I just think those are super fun.
So how do you make sure that's clean enough that players understand that quickly? Because like things like the racial bonus is sort of easy to see. Like, oh, it makes sense that bears are best when they're hanging out with other bears and they think humans are dumb.
Yeah. For something like for that like triggered effects, we don't have any right now, and that's going to be a visual puzzle, I'm sure.
Yeah. What kind of triggered effects do you have in mind?
I want to have death triggers for one. That's like the biggest one we don't have right now. Is units that do things when they die.
Yep.
Units that trigger when something else gets played, or units that say like the next thing you play gets XYZ.
Yep.
Something to make it so that your units are interacting with your own units more. I feel like we pretty much have it down for interacting with your opponent. Like we have lots of cool ideas for that.
Yep.
We've implemented it. It's all good, but I think it's also important that you build up. That's also the same. It's the same category as like economics. Things like having different resource types, or having like an engine that you build, where it's not interactive with your opponent.
Yep.
But it's still really fun.
Yeah.
And lots of players like it a lot. In Magic the Gathering design blogs, they call those players Johnny. That's his.
Yep.
At least that's my view of what Johnny is. Essentially, is that when he plays a game, he's kind of like he wants to show off, but otherwise he kind of just wants to play with himself. He makes decks that are there to show off and have things interact with other
Unexpected
things.
and surprising, kind of.
Yeah.
Yep.
Be like, look what I did.
Yep.
I don't know if that's even gonna work. Nope, you got the first hit in. Oh no, never mind. You're splitting your fire. What am I thinking? Oh, this is gonna be perfect. Where's it gonna go? Okay, I guess it's going here.
You're splitting fire between a lot of them there, though.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna. Well, but one of them's a princess. I'm not super scared.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Wouldn't be either, because dragons kind of melt things around them.
Yeah.
Literally
They have that happen.
melts.
Yes.
Oh, that's such a good dragon placement. I feel good about that move.
Completely destroyed my entrenched position.
Yep, that's what he does.
Yep. So if we were to port this to PC, what would you want to do with it? We've talked about, having a larger map.
Yeah, like if this were to be like a PC game, well, there's There's the issue of like, do we want to split our player base? Because if the game was significantly different, they wouldn't be playing against each other.
Yep.
So that's a question. But if we were going to actually change the game significantly, I would definitely do a bigger map, longer matches, more interesting economy, maybe more than one kind of resource. Yeah, everything would have more HP, just so you can build up a bigger sort
So
of
you would push in the
position.
direction of things last a lot longer on PC?
Yeah, yeah. Because you're sitting on a chair, and you got all day, apparently.
What other kind of game modes would you want to play with?
I don't know, we're talking about doing some kind of limited mode, like the arena in Hearthstone, where it's not about the deck you bring, but you like build a deck in the course of it in some way. And that's part of the competition. Go. Oh, I have not been paying attention to your last crystal. There was talk about a fog of war mode where you don't see where your opponent's units are right away, and you have to place things to actually look at stuff. That could be kind of neat. I don't know. There's lots of like special maps, like a map that's like mostly forest.
Yep.
So you have to build like the best forest deck.
So, question I just responded to was, where's Ben? And I hear he's the one to beat. And I just said, Ben is sick, sadly, from the Pax Plague.
He still has Pax Plague.
Yep. So, does Ben beat you consistently still? Or how often do you guys...
No, I should go against him now.
Yeah.
Because he did beat me consistently. But last time I played, I won like a quarter of the time. But I've been playing a lot more than he has lately.
But didn't he just rebalance things? So isn't he more the...
But he hasn't played that rebalance yet. He doesn't. I mean, he doesn't need to know that it's a good rebalance, but he does. He does to play it well.
Yeah.
Brutal victory.
Even while I pestered him with so many questions.
I know. I know.
I really liked that dragon placement. That's what dragon is for.
Yep.
That's.
Is finding the placement to feel the most intelligent with.
Yeah.
Ben says, I've played the AI.
Oh yeah, but that doesn't count.
Our brilliant AI doesn't count.
Our AI right now, I don't know if this is public knowledge, but it does play randomly. So randomly, sometimes it looks really smart.
It can. Like, the first time I went against it, it placed within range of 2 crystals and made two really good opening moves, and I was like, man, this is good AI. And then started placing all over the board, and I was like, what? No.
Off to a slow start here.
Oh, the classic rebalance to win designer strat. Yes. When everyone else is confused about the rebalance, it's kind of just cheating.
Yep. Or if I'm like, I really like this deck and I want it to be viable, I'm gonna make it viable.
Just change some things up.
I don't know why I did this. This is not that necessary. She does look really vulnerable. I wanted my rogue to slit her throat.
Sometimes you just want to do murder. It's okay.
I should start damaging it at some point.
Huh?
I should start damaging his crystals at some point.
At some point, yeah. Well, you took out one of his crystals, so
Yeah.
you got that at least. I would like the ability to re-stealth rogues.
Re-stealth them.
Yeah. Have a re-stealth her or something.
I think it'd be cool to have a unit that you play, and it's like the leader of the Thieves Guild, and you play him, and all your units become stealthed if they can.
That'd be cool. Where are you gonna place that princess?
I just don't know. I don't know. It's really
So many
difficult.
possibilities. Where's it
Yeah.
go?
How about here?
That's good for not being able to have your princess hit.
Oh. Screen watcher.
See when you're casting stuff.
It's true. I don't feel like screen watching does have that much of an effect. I mean, I guess
No. A little bit.
a little bit. Like, if you know that they have a bunch of dragons in their hand, they're not going to be playing anything immediately. Will there be rogues that the other player can't see?
Maybe. Not sure about that. There's already a lot of hidden information in the game
Yep.
with the hands.
like we have a sketch of a bear mine,
Oh
which
yeah.
is really cute. So I
Yeah.
think we're more likely to go the route of having like trap cards rather than like
Yeah.
stealth specific.
I think it's probably because we've already kind of shown
how
what stealth means in our world. So
I mean, we could have invisibility.
even if invisibility, true, that's different from stealth.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's like mages and
Yeah.
magic, invisibility cloaks.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, but I think more the like the only invisible units being mines and trap cards is easier to communicate at least.
Yeah. You could even have a card called Bear Trap that does extra damage against bears.
Poor bears.
I don't know. How they doesn't? Yeah, doesn't really matter.
Night. So how many of the maps do you feel like you have memorized at this point?
Memorize isn't like, could I?
Or that you have like reflexive plays of you see it and you're like, oh, this one, I always go there.
I think I'm getting better at it.
Yeah.
There's a few of them that I get kind of mixed up because the strategy is sort of similar in that
Yes.
there's usually like a place where I can have a ranged unit hit a crystal from far away.
The one where there's like a forest instead of water over it, where it's like you can place a ranged unit down, and on one map you can hit both of them, and on another map it's like you can only hit one of them because forest.
Yeah.
Like every time I run to that, I get confused. If you're asked before what the most powerful units are, what are your favorites?
What was my favorite? Right now, in the ones in the game, I think
Yes.
the princess is my favorite
Yeah.
because she can be used in so many different ways.
I like the princess and the harpy best.
Yeah.
I really want more harpies and more flying units.
Mm-hmm.
I like what they sort of bring with being able to be placed on random terrain versus hidden behind random terrain. I think flying's cool.
Yeah. And I like the dragon.
I love dragons, obviously.
Yeah.
How about you, Josh?
I'm a big fan of the bubbler, as you guys call her.
Yep.
High priest.
High priest, yeah. And dragons. I mean, why not? They're just so cool. And the harpy is really fun. And, like when you figure out how to use them correctly, you just feel so smart.
Can 3 guards take out a dragon? Don't know.
Well, three guards and a ranger up top there.
Oh yeah. That's true.
What unit do you find the hardest to use well?
I actually think the bubbler unit is the hardest for me.
Mm-hmm.
That was an awful placement. That was like the worst. Yeah, the bubbler is. I think she. Well, after the recent rebalance, she might be a little bit better, but with her, it's just she's so poor in combat that you really have to put her somewhere that she's.
Really defensive, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's nice that she can do some offensive, but it's usually not enough to
Yeah.
work out well. I feel like I like the siren a lot, but I always want to be able to stun a bunch of people, and then I'm like, oh wait,
She's a
keep her away
duelist.
from a lot of other people.
Yeah, I think having like a group stun character could be cool.
Yeah, the character that just stuns.
Yeah, we're gonna have a bard. All he does is sing.
Yep.
Hey, that's really mean. What did he ever do to you? Not much, because it was a terrible placement.
Rogues are often ones that I will place then immediately regret placing. Just because of if you place them wrong and suddenly they're revealed and you're like, oh wait.
Yeah. I wonder if they'd be better on less busy maps.
Yeah, I find that they usually are because I find them easier to play early game than late game.
Oh wow.
What you gonna do?
Uh-oh.
I mean, you still have all 3 crystals, but he's damaged all 3 crystals. He's actually damaged them pretty well there.
Yeah.
Which unit do you find the most boring?
The most boring.
Or like your least favorite?
I don't know. I don't think I have a least favorite. Well, I
You
mean,
love all your children.
I think the ones that are like kind of vanilla, they don't do anything special. They're except for the guard. The guard being so cheap that he's interesting by virtue of how cheap he is.
Yes, yeah. Like, I think reflexively he'd sort of be my most boring, except for the fact that he's just so cheap.
Yeah.
Man.
So he's like, if you want to reveal a rogue, you just like plop him down.
Yep.
Oh man. Close quarters combat.
We're an hour and 16 minutes into this if you guys want to keep going, but we're past our 1 hour cap.
Okay.
We'll do one more
Yeah.
for the road.
Sounds good. Oh, dear. What would you say is the biggest misconception that people have when you teach them about our game, or like
Biggest misconception or biggest thing that they don't get?
um,
You know what I mean?
both, either?
The first thing that happens when I think it's just the way that I word it, but a
Uh-huh.
lot of times people just try to play units on top of the crystals. It's a little weird. I don't know. I think as far as like bigger misconceptions, I think people think the game is like casual because it's free to play and mobile, and we're like specifically trying to not do that. So that's kind of frustrating.
Well, I mean, we are casual in that we're pick up and play.
Yeah, we're not intimidating to new players, but
Yes.
that doesn't mean that the game doesn't have depth.
Yeah. What would you say is the most depth in the game right now, or what makes this a deeper game?
I think the number one thing is the way all of the units affect a large amount of the board,
Yep.
and you can place anywhere, which is, I mean, it's the thing we took from Go,
Yeah.
and it's just kind of mathematical. It's that every one of those spaces has like another game in it.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting there's a road down the bottom.
Yeah. I like putting rogues in the corner on this map.
Mm-hmm. What kind of players would you say we court, or you know,
Huh.
what kind of players do we look for to back us on Kickstarter and to be part of our community, and to like,
Interesting.
who do we appeal to and who do we want to appeal to?
Well, we're trying to appeal to everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, we're trying to get we're trying to have our cake and eat it too there
Yeah.
a little bit, and that we want to like take sort of casual players who are ready for something more complex and not intimidate them and not put a bunch of
Yeah.
scary weird stuff in their way.
Yeah. Throw a bunch of numbers and stats and acronyms at them.
Yeah. But we also want to make a game that we would like to play, and we're like hardcore gamers, so it's important that it has appeal there as well.
Yeah.
If there's like one kind of player, I think it would be like people who want something interesting on their phone. That's like marketing wise, that's kind of the unique thing that we're going for.
Is interesting.
Yeah.
What makes us interesting? What's interesting?
I think it's just that we're not a game you played before. I get kind of bored seeing a game that I have definitely played before,
Yep.
where it's just like, that's just another MOBA.
Farmville,
Yeah, or Farmville,
Clash,
or
the Clash of Clans type games.
type
Where,
games. Then there's the push the button games, where really like the gameplay is that you push buttons, and it's not really.
what would you say our gameplay is? Because we're single action.
Because we're what?
Because we are single action.
Well, you also
and-
do deck building.
Yeah.
That's part of the gameplay.
Yeah.
But that's but in game it's, you know, act and react and play a strategy game. It's like a real game. I don't want to say like
The push pull of two people interacting.
yeah.
Well, that's competitive.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it. Yeah, that's basically. I would say it. I mean,
Do you feel competitive?
I'm always competitive.
It's probably the coolest thing about competitive games that the players kind of make their own infinite content.
Yeah.
Because there's always going to be someone better than you at the game.
Mm-hmm.
That as you improve, there's always going to be like a new level, quote unquote. But it's really just another player.
Yeah.
So like from a development standpoint, it's like a really great way to make content because your players make it for you.
Yeah.
There's like there's that, and then there's sort of the procedural content ideal. That's another thing, but we're trying to go the route of getting the players to surprise each other.
Yeah.
Basically, if the players aren't surprising each other, we're not doing our job.
Are you going to take down that crystal?
I think so. I'm playing very reactively.
You're playing pretty defensively too. I mean, your health is really high right now.
Yeah. Gosh.
So where do you see Spirit Sieges being in a year, assuming things,
In
are
a
Kickstarter
year?
funds?
I want to have like 200 cards and
Yeah.
stuff.
That's
I don't
up
have-
from our current 20
Yeah, we have like
Yeah.
20 right now.
that are
Yeah.
polished and in game. Got more.
Yeah, we got more in the way, and making the cards isn't the hard part. We spent most of our effort, especially this past summer, just
Yep.
polishing the game and making it look better, and making it play better as well.
Yeah, getting feel down and
Yeah, getting like the core experience working. Like,
Mini dragons.
I mean, Josh can vouch for like how fast it is to make a new.
Oh yeah,
character.
I basically am the new guy here, and we went through it in 15 minutes, I would say, once we get it down. Once you know exactly what you're doing. When you know exactly what you're
It's-
doing, how hard it is to implement, not that hard.
But
Testing
then-
will take forever.
Yeah, testing. will
Testing
take-
is never over.
Yeah.
it's 5.2. You guys going again?
My neck, I'm good.
You good? I mean,
I'm good.
I don't. Yeah, I could.
I can always play again.
All right. How many decks will
Let's go.
play be able to have? Oh, how many decks would a player be able to have?
We don't know that off the cuff yet.
Yeah.
It is something we're gonna limit and then probably monetize on, because it is directly like a cost for us, server space.
Yeah.
Um,
Probably start with the sort of definitely 3 free decks or whatever.
yeah, something like that. As far as like completed decks that you like are given to play with, we were thinking about just having one, but you get to kind of design it during the tutorial.
Mm-hmm.
That was our vision there. So like you'd start out with like a half-built deck, and it would be explaining like how to like place things on the board, and then it'd be like, which one of these next units do you want? You pick one, and it adds to your deck.
Yep.
And then by the end of the tutorial, you know how to play,
Yep.
and you have like a somewhat customized deck.
And we have how many cards in deck? 45.
45,
Yep.
yeah.
How many different decks did you want to have?
I don't know. I mean, at any given time, I usually have like 3 or 4 magic decks.
Uh-oh.
That was dumb. I should have done it somewhere else. I was already gonna win that duel. I don't know, because I have my bubbler.
Just felt nervous.
Oh, what I do? Oh, I'm so nervous. I just keep randomly playing things. I'm the kind of player where I like to make goofy decks that other people aren't making.
Yeah. Let's make sure that's there too. So there you go. What kind of decks would you think you'd make with our game? Or what kind of potential do you see?
I would try to like just combine cards nobody's thought of combining.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite thing to do. Take sort of cards everybody ignores because they're like unplayable or whatever.
Yeah.
that's the
I'll
word
show
Magic
you.
players use. Yeah, no, I'll show you what's unplayable. And it's like usually the
That's
deck isn't very good, but I like to optimize it. It's still fun to optimize something even when it's like no one's gonna use this in a tournament. I don't know. I don't like to just like look up the best decks. That's no fun to me.
What's your favorite combo currently with Spirit Siege?
With Spirit Siege?
Like with the characters, do you have ones that you like playing together at the same time or that make you happy to have in your hand at the same time?
Oh. Yeah, we're kind of combo light. That's something that, like I was talking about earlier, I want to add some linear mechanics to make the combos make sense. The biggest combos we have now we have the ranged units,
Yep.
which can be protected by tanks.
Yep.
And we have, like, I don't know, there's the bubbler who needs to be protected. We have characters that need to be protected and characters that do the protecting.
Yeah.
That's about the closest thing we have to
Who do you
the
like pairing the
combos.
siren with?
I like pairing the siren with other sirens, kind of. That can be kind of funny.
Oh, if you can get the timing down where it's just like each.
Yeah.
Everything is stunned.
Yeah. The siren is really best paired with, like right now, most of our units are designed in reference to how they interact with the opponent. So the siren is like really synergistic with your opponent not ganging up on her. You know,
Yeah.
so it right now it's a very spiky game. And I want to add some.
What do you mean by
Johnny
a
to it.
spiky game?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, spike is one of the other profiles they use.
People like me, where I really mostly care about winning, and I don't really care how I got there. So I do look up the best decks. I'm a net decker, if you guys know what that means. But I can throw my own twist on them every once in a while. But yeah, no.
But winning
We
is key.
gotta win first. You know, then we can have fun.
So what are the magic character profiles, and how would you say those different types like Spirit Siege? So there's Spike.
So there's Spike. I mean, Spike likes that our game's highly interactive with the opponent.
Yep.
And that
It's competitive PvP.
It is competitive PvP. You can win. You get to show off how your smarts, and hopefully we'll have good game balance. Spikes like that too. Although they're the last to complain about it, they do like it, which is weird.
Because they can exploit it.
Yeah, exactly. Because they can exploit it. So they think they like it, but then they only play games that are really well balanced. So
Yeah.
I don't know,
Everyone loves a new meta.
Yeah. So I think Spike would like our game as long as we do our job well. Johnny in general is attracted to things that are novel and new experiences, and that's like what our game is.
Yeah.
There's Timmy. Timmy in our game likes explosions.
He'd like dragons.
Yeah, he'd like the dragon. There's explosions. There's you can have like really magnificent victories. By the end of the game, it's really chaotic and crazy and fun. The art is really cute and appealing.
Yep.
There's a lot for Timmy to enjoy. And then there's like two other profiles. There's Vorthos and Melvin, and they both would like our game.
Yes.
I don't know if I would go into details on those guys.
Yep.
They're minor.
Net decking is a beautiful thing and an
Thank
important
you.
step in the
Thank
process
you,
of winning.
friend.
But there's a Go
Oh,
proverb.
friend.
Copy Joski, lose 2 rating points. Study Joski, gain 2 rating points.
It's true.
Could have had a
Probably the part of a game like this where I'm the biggest spike is for things like draft or limited,
Yeah.
where I get to have new experiences all the time, but I also don't feel like I'm being unoriginal. Even though like if you get really good at draft, it's like
So what do you mean by draft?
in draft in Magic is where you kind of build a deck during the tournament out of a set of random cards that you're kind of competing with the other players to like draft them onto your team. And then oh man,
Shutting
you
down.
actually got me.
I did definitely got you.
You got you did got me.
Oh yeah.
It's 5:30.
It's 5:30. Okay.
Thank
Yeah.
you guys for watching. We are on Kickstarter right now. Please go check us out and back us.
Yeah.
And have a lovely evening.
Bye bye.
Bye everyone.